Welcome to my final thoughts for E3. E3 has come to a close. My all-time favorite gaming event of the year. To me, I think of it as not a competition with console wars and what console is better, who did the best, or anything like that. Some people might make it seem that way, and it's all over different types of videos and comments out there for each individual announcement for Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft, even the newest conference that made their first appearance at E3, Devolver Digital, which wasn't really a conference, but it was something unique, something different brought to the table. And unlike it being like the others being an hour or 2 hours long or more, their so-called conference was just only 15 minutes and just a comedy thing, and it just wasn't really much about gaming. It's just a comedy show, just something that's not to be taken seriously like the other conferences without any sort of expectations. And one thing I want to say is that I just really enjoyed the conferences as a whole. What I say, and I'm going to do it right now, I'm just probably going to, just thinking about it, I think I wouldn't even probably be able to make a really much of an opinion for as far as this year's E3 2017 compared to last year's, but I would say I sort of kind of liked this year's E3 a little bit better than last year. It seems like it gets a little bit better year after year, each and every year, and then sometimes it seems to be different. And I would say some of the older E3s back in the day, with some of them where they would throw out all types of different bombshells. I think some of the ones from way back then, not from last year's 2016, 2015. I think the older ones, back when they used to show it on TV, it used to actually be on TV. It was on Spike TV. And it used to be on this channel called G4 before they started showing Cops and all these different shows that don't even belong on there. I think G4 is gone now. The channel's gone. It doesn't even exist anymore. They even had E3 on the TV show. Alongside of that, all these different gaming shows, Cheats, Attack of the Show, I think some other show, I forgot about it, I can't even think of. But alongside of that, they will also air the VGAs, the Video Game Awards show, also on Spike TV, but they took it off of TV for whatever reason. I don't even know what happened. And I miss those days. And back then, I think those were the times where E3 was really at its best. And it's just so different now. We could just only watch it on streams, or you can just go there in person to see it for yourself for all the conferences and stuff and experience the games hands-on. But it's not what it used to be. So I would definitely say the E3's conferences from way back then were a lot better than this year's 2017 and 2016 and all the others previously before that. But I still enjoyed it for what it was. I still have everything listed. I have all the games. I'm not going to go through every single conference and all that, but I'm not going to pick a winner. And you guys can feel free to pick your winners and what you guys like the most in the comments of this video if you want to, or talk about it, and whatever games that you guys are excited for most. But some games that I liked the most from these conferences as a whole, just thinking off the top of my head from here, EA's conference seems to be like a sports. It's more appealing to those people who like sports games like FIFA, NBA 2K, NBA Live. So I don't really favor EA's conference, but I always enjoy watching their conferences. And the thing is to be grateful for me, I'm grateful that these guys have something to bring to the table. Instead of not pulling a no-show, I would like to say, and not showing up at all and not having anything to show. Well, at least they had stuff to present on stage instead of just making a scheduled date for a conference and then canceling right at the last second and just pulling a no-show. So that's something I can really just say I'm thankful for each year for E3 that I like and mostly really appreciate, is that these guys have something to present to the table and bring to the table and show up on stage to present these games and their announcements, and they're always working on something new, it seems. So that's something I can really appreciate from all these individual conferences, no matter how shitty people say they did, if it was a letdown, disappointments and stuff like that. At least they showed up on stage to present something, which I think I can give them props for. So that's something I really wanted to say. But some of my top games that I really enjoy was Beyond Good and Evil. I think that was the biggest bombshell from the whole, out of the other conferences as a whole. I think that was one of my favorite games to really see, and a nice surprise. A game from way back in 2003 way back from PS2, and I forgot what other consoles it was possibly available on. Didn't play the first one at all. I never played the first game at all, but I heard good things about it, and it made me want to really play the game. And probably as like a retro playthrough, maybe experience the first one before they come out with the new one, the new Beyond Good and Evil. Since I still have a working PS2, so I think this was the biggest bombshell from the entire E3 conference. It was a game just brought back to life, and just like I said before during the conference, from my conference reactions for Ubisoft, I think if they can bring a game back from 2003 all the way from 2017, and here we are, the year of 2017, if they can bring that game back, they can bring back so many other games from the past, from the good old PS1 era, those older classic games, those nostalgia games that we miss, and we only wish that they would make new games of. Spyro, just to throw some out there, Spyro, Gex, Tomba, if you guys played that before. I really love the Gex series. They can make a Gex 4 for PS4, or maybe put it on some other consoles and stuff. It's so many different games they could do. Chrono Trigger, one of those other games that they could do from the past, one of my favorite RPGs that I grew up playing. There's just so many different games that they could do. They could do another Conquer game from the ground up, maybe remaster. Since you see how they have a Crash Bandicoot remaster coming out in about 2 weeks, they could do something like that, but maybe make a brand new game from the ground up, another installment for the series, like an actual sequel. There's so many different games that they can do, and I think that's really what I got from just when I first saw that bombshell, that finale from Ubisoft, seeing Beyond Good and Evil 2 come back. It was the biggest surprise. Some other games I would think about that I would throw out there that I really like seeing. Days Gone looked really good. We got to see God of War, but some others I will also throw out there. South Park: The Fractured But Whole. I didn't play the Stick of Truth or anything like that. I'm really excited to check out that mobile game that they have, South Park, that they also have coming out. 2 different South Park games. South Park Phone Destroyer. I want to have something new to play on my mobile phone instead of just playing Pokemon Go all the time, as much as I'm enjoying the new events that they come out with it. Some other games that I really liked here, just flipping through. From Microsoft's press conference, the Metro Exodus game coming in 2018. I haven't played too much of the Assassin's Creed games, but even though Assassin's Creed Origins still looked really good, I'm excited for World War II as a huge Call of Duty fan. That was another game I wanted to really talk about. I got to see the multiplayer, so I'm curious to see how the game's going to play for the multiplayer beta. Let's see. Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z. As a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, watching the anime and playing the games, the older games from the past, Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD, the original Budokai games from the PlayStation 2, I thought that game was going to be really cool. So that was something else I got to experience that I really liked. And Life is Strange, I'll just say that too. And then just many other games, I don't know, from PC gaming. I'm not a PC gamer. We already got 2 pirate games coming out. I think that's basically it. And then from Nintendo's conference, I heard about they're remaking Superstar Saga. I want to play that game again because that was one of the games that I played from the Game Boy Advance days. And their bombshell was Metroid 4, Metroid Prime. I didn't play really all the Metroid games. I played some of them, and I think those are some of my top favorite news as far as that goes. I'm not really excited about Pokemon Ultra Moon and Sun, Ultra Sun and Moon, but I would just name those at this time. Not Life is Strange too, but the prequel for Life is Strange. But other than that, those are some of my favorite games my top favorite games I've got to really see. But something else that I noticed that didn't really make an appearance that most people were looking forward to was Last of Us 2, and then the Final Fantasy remaster, the Astral remake, where the characters look realistic, like it's a brand new movie or something like that. Cloud Strife, Barret, and all the different characters for Final Fantasy 7. We didn't see that, but it's also some rumors going around that Sony held some things back, and then now they don't even want to do cross-platform for whatever reason. So it's all different types of rumors going around with that. So I'm thinking they're probably going to maybe show that at the PlayStation Experience later on this year, possibly, or maybe at Gamescom. That's just another game event to look forward to. But Will I pick an actual winner? No, I'm not going to pick any sort of winning conference. Oh, they did the best, and no, that I really just enjoyed it. And just like I said, I'm glad that they have stuff to bring to the table each year consistently, and they have stuff to show and make an appearance at E3. But I definitely want to say that Devolver Digital was one of the most unique conferences, something different, and I'm sure most people out there probably didn't even check them out, or let alone didn't know about their conference. So I ended up skipping it. And well, I didn't skip it, but I didn't even really know about it until then. And found out about it late and ended up reacting to it late. But if you guys haven't seen it, you can check it out. It's 15 minutes of fun and just laughs and just jokes. It's nothing really serious. But they only really showed 2 games, which was the Serious Sam game and then this game called Ruiner for 2018, I'm guessing. But to me, I just enjoyed the experience. I'm looking forward to next year. I don't know what else they're gonna possibly do. Something else I'd like to do in this video is give you guys a quick update for my stuff, for my videos and playthroughs. 2 weeks from now is the Crash Insane Trilogy. That's something I really wanted to really see more gameplay of, but I didn't want to watch anything else to see just spoil myself because I'm going to be playing them. I'm going to be playing all 3 of them back to back. The first one, which was the toughest one that I've ever played. I'm a huge Crash fan. I love Crash Bandicoot, so I'm excited to play that on the channel. So I got that coming up. More videos with you guys I'm trying to do with the subscriber special because I've been slacking on streams and trying to get people together because it's tough to get people together with their different time zones and all that. So now I'm going to start doing that some more. I have to crack down on Mass Effect and Andromeda because I still have to finish the story. I'm all done with Ukulele, so I just have to post the rest of those videos up. And then I'm still playing Pokemon Go. I'm still doing the Solstice event that just started this past Tuesday. So I'm still going to be doing some other videos, but I don't know if I'm going to probably start another playthrough alongside of that, especially if I'm going to be playing all 3 of the Crash games consistently back to back as I finish them. And I know Andromeda is going to still take me a while for the single player. But in the meantime, I'm still going to be trying to work on videos, do streams with you guys, open party lobbies, and maybe private sub lobbies where we could play all types of games. So overall, I still had a blast with E3 and all that stuff. So I was just covering that. So that's why I haven't really been posting like gaming videos, gameplay videos, and playthroughs because I was occupied covering E3. So now it's all wrapped up. And it was enjoyable and it was fun while it lasted. Now I can get back into my actual games, and then I'm looking forward to playing an Insane Trilogy. A blast from the past. One of my very first playthroughs that I ever experienced playing on my channel. I actually played the 3rd one, Crash Bandicoot Warped, on my backwards compatible PlayStation 3, my big one that I used to have. It was my first playthrough that I did here on my channel, so it's gonna feel great just to going back to really experience all 3 games. Remastered from the ground up, and some additional things that they added where you can play as his sister Coco in the game as well. So that's gonna be good. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's basically what's coming up. And other than that, I'm still gonna try to do some other videos with you guys and play some other different series. Paladins that I'm still playing, Killing Floor 2 that I'm really enjoying. I want to do more of that and maybe try to play with more people because more people. Some of you guys are really interested in the game and downloading the game yourselves because it's free to play. It's definitely worth it. But other than that, those are just the top games that I mentioned: Life is Strange and Days Gone, all the others, and the Superstar Saga announcement, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and then those would be my top favorite games that I've seen. And then Spider-Man was also another good one that I also really enjoyed seeing. But most of those games are not coming out till next year, and we got good things to look forward to in 2018 with Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man, Days Gone, and all these different games that are coming out. God of War is going to be a packed 2018 with all types of good games for you guys to pick and choose from. But let me know what you guys thought about E3, some of your favorite conferences, and maybe who won to you for this year. So me, I'm not picking any winner or anything like that. I just enjoyed the conferences overall, but I just want to definitely say again, Devolver Digital was just something different compared to all the other conferences this year. And I don't know, I would definitely like to see them come back next year and see if they'll really probably do something serious, or maybe they'll probably do the same thing, or maybe it might even be a little bit longer than 15 minutes. But let me know what you guys thought about the conferences, the games that you enjoyed most, and the games that you are looking forward to most in the next year, and maybe who won to you for this year's E3. Thanks for watching, and those who watched all my conference videos and keeping up with my footage and coverage for this year's E3. And if you haven't, there'll be a playlist coming up right in this towards the end of this video where you guys can check out my reactions and get caught up with everything that happened for all this year's E3's conferences and all the news and all the game releases as well.